Yo, what it do, baby? Hopefully you guys are doing well, man. I just wanted to come up here real quick and just share some information that was pretty enlightening to me. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of hurt my feelings. I'm not gonna cap, man. If you don't code switch at your job, you won't make it. What does that mean, right? So I'm on my third office job. I've had three different jobs in a corporate environment where you have cubicles and managers and, oh, what did you do last weekend? Like all of that crap. And one thing that I always hated was that I never felt like I could truly be myself, and I felt like everyone was incredibly phony. And it was something that always bothered me. And one day I realized that it's non-negotiable. If you are not phony, hi babe, if you are not completely 100% phony at your job, you will not make it. Like, leave your personality, leave your morals, your values. Yeah, your morals and values. Because, for example, right? I am a Christian, right? And inside the Bible, right? I have nothing against the LGBT community, right? But inside my religion, it doesn't necessarily agree with everything that they do, right? But when you're in a corporate work environment, they're pushed to the forefront. Not only are they included inside the learning curriculum, they're boosted, encouraged, and everybody should have a fair shot, right? But if you are a hardcore Christian, there's some Christians out there that have a zero tolerance policy. They don't want to hear about it. They don't want to talk about it. All that crap. I'm not, I'm pretty hardcore, me personally, with myself. But when it comes to others, I could care less. There are people out there that when it comes to others, they don't play. They don't want to hear, if anybody else is LGBT. They don't want to hear any of that crap. They don't want to tolerate it. They don't want it inside their feed, their news feed. You got to let that stuff go. Like, seriously, you got to leave all of that out the door. And that's just a small, example. And I'm not against anybody. If you love who you love, do what you do. I could care less. I got my own issues, my own life to live. I just want you to be happy. That's what this channel is about. But there are some people that think otherwise, right? And that could prevent you from getting a decent job. I know I used to kill me, man. I used to be like, man, like, I'm tired of these phony conversations. Oh, hey, how are you? And I freaking hate that question. Hey, how are you? And everyone responds, I'm well, how are you? There are moments in my job where I'm dead inside. I have stuff going on outside of work where I want to jump off of a building, right? Not literally, figuratively, but I'm extremely stressed out, stuff falling apart, son got hand, foot, and mouth, got bills due, all kinds of craziness, hair falling out, and people in my face asking me how I'm doing. I'm stressed out, I'm tweaking, my car's broken down, I'm out here stressed and just bugging out. And people asking me how I'm doing, and I would be like, I'm doing that awful, I'm doing terrible. I'm about to have a nervous breakdown. How are you doing? But you can't say that. You have to say, I'm doing good. You have to say, I'm doing great. Doing amazing, Bob. Thanks for asking. you know? And it's kind of heartbreaking that, like, we have to put on this facade, bro, but it's non-negotiable. And, like, even the way I talk, they have this thing called corporate lingo or corporate accent, because I'm speaking like you, I'm speaking like this in front of you guys. I talk like this to normal people. This is just how I talk, right? But when I work, I'm like, oh, I'm doing great. I put on this great accent that's very clear, precise, and it's just a corporate tone. You have to find a corporate tone in which you can communicate with your supervisors, with your colleagues, and with your clients. Because if you talk like this, they don't really like it when you talk like this. You won't get promotions leading a Zoom meeting talking like this. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of crazy how, like, you got to change your whole personality. You got to change, it could be your morals and values. Like I talked about the Christian thing, and to be clear, I don't hate gay people or LGBT people or the whole LGBT coalition. I want people to be happy, right? And I'm just using my example, me as an example, because I believe in the Christian faith, right? Everybody knows in the Bible, two dudes coming together is frowned upon, right? But you can never stand up in the name of God, in the name of Jesus, at your job, that has hundreds of people. God forbid you start typing some anti-LGBT, that's wrong, that's a sin, you're gonna burn in hell. You're gonna lose your job. Okay, you're gonna have to go home and explain to your wife why you have to go job hunting, and why, you know, you have to cancel Christmas. Like, the stuff is crazy out here. You can't really stand 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? Like, at all whatsoever. And you really can't speak up, even if something is wrong with the system that you're put in, because when you get these jobs, you have a job, right? When you get these corporate jobs, you have a role. You know, you're like a cog. You're a gear inside this giant machine and this giant clock, right? And they just want you to just keep spinning. Just keep doing your job that they assigned you to. They don't want you changing anything. They don't want you, you know, trying to make the process more efficient or any of that. They don't want you emailing the president or the operations manager or any executives, no CEOs, CFOs, CIOs. Don't be emailing nobody about helpful suggestions, because that's not what you're here for. And really, they might push you out silently, or you might get put on some type of corrective action. It's very passive aggressive. I feel like a lot of people don't know that. I knew it, but I was just trying to go against the grain. I was trying to push against it so much, because I'm like, no, I can change. You know, I'm a great guy. You know, like, it doesn't matter. I could talk the way I talk. It's fine. You know, it's not fine. It's not okay. Like, I strongly believe that in my corporate career, I was held back because I wasn't completely phony. And let's talk about kids. Let's talk about kids. I got a 2-year-old son, right? EJ, Daddy, love you if you're watching this. If you apply for a corporate job, or if you already have a corporate job, say you have a child. Just lie. Just lie. It'll be great conversation. People will push you forward for raises, promotions, and give you more responsibility because you have a child, because you're supporting a family. When you apply for jobs in a corporate environment, it doesn't have to be, it could be big corporate, it could be a large corporate environment, it could be a small corporate environment, any office setting. When you sit down with hiring managers and HR professionals, they want to hear that you are supporting a family. Okay, I'm on lunch break, babe. Mind your business. But they want to hear that you are supporting a family. And the reason why they want to hear that is because they know that you're tied up, right? So if you get hired and you running with us, you know, you're employed by us, you know, you're my employee. I know you're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to quit on the spot, you know, like these kids that are fresh out of college, or, you know, people that don't have children. You're not going to quit on a dime because you have a family to provide for. You need benefits, tuition reimbursement, all that crap. You worried about your pension, your 401k plan. And it's really a game. Like, it's really a sick and a twisted game. And as a black man, me, myself, I realize that a lot of the things that I represent, a lot of the tendencies I have, the way I talk, my hobbies, you know, are not celebrated inside the workplace in corporate America. Although they make it seem as though they're bringing diversity and inclusion, they're really not. It's forced diversity and it's forced inclusion. And anybody that knows anything about forced diversity and forced inclusion, it's not it's not diverse or inclusive at all. If anything, it's the exact opposite. But yeah, man, it's just mind blowing to me, bro. Like, man, like, you really cannot be yourself at your job. Like, when people ask you, what are you doing this weekend? Make up a lie. Don't be like, oh, I'm about to go to the club and pop bottles. No, I'm going to go to the park with this is what I'm actually doing, you know. But I tell them what I do with my son on the weekend. I'm going trick-or-treating. But when I didn't have a kid, before, the other jobs I had, I should have said, I'm going trick-or-treating with my son. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're gonna go barbecue. Oh, we're gonna go to soccer practice. You know, oh, we're gonna attend a PTA meeting. Like, make up something corny, something super corny that they could just eat up. You know, it really doesn't matter. They don't care. The people that are listening to your answer, they themselves don't care. It is amazing. Everyone's just pretending. What's that thing when you dress up? A cosplay. Everyone's just cosplaying. You know, you're just playing like you're an office worker, you know, like you care. It's kind of like The Office. And it's mind blowing that that's the reason why. Thanks for the support, babe. She's all up in my comments, but my one viewer. But in reality, everyone's pretending to care about you and the job and the company. No one really believes in these corporate office values, these corporate politics. People only care for the paycheck. Like, never be yourself at your job. Just be the exact opposite and let them know as little about you as possible. Don't be like, oh yeah, I like to shoot guns and I like to hang out with my friends and we like to get drunk and go up to camp and ride ATVs. Like, no, keep it bland. Keep it super bland, mellow yellow, as boring as possible. Don't be like, oh yeah, we hitting the club tonight. I just got this new car. Oh yeah, cars. Let's talk about cars and expensive things. If you get something really, really nice, do not share it with your coworkers. Do not share it with your manager, because people get jealous. Your coworkers will hate on you. Your manager might hate on you. You'd be like, oh, you got a Corvette? You got a brand new Tesla? I ain't giving you no raise. What you doing outside of work? Because you obviously doing something outside of work and not focusing on your main primary job, because that car is worth $80,000. We only paying you 50. All right, I can't have that car. Why should you? Nah. So now your manager's hating on you, holding you back. Stuff like that happens all the time. Don't make friends at work. These people are not your friends. Clock in, clock out. Don't get too personal. Don't be going to the happy hour after work. Don't be getting drunk at functions. Don't you dare drink at any work function. Like, hell no. Because let you slip up and say something you aren't supposed to, or you start dancing, with the secretary, bro, you might be in HR. Same thing if you're a girl, don't be, you might have a few too many drinks, tell your boss he cute or something wild might happen. It's all down here from there. People start talking, whispering. It's just not a good look. You really just can't be comfortable is really the gist of it. Like, comfortability and feeling at ease and being open and transparent at your job when you're communicating with others to non-work related tasks is a recipe for disaster. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, and it's like a different world, and I tried to fight against this world, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to just go up in here and finesse. From here on out, like, I'm just gonna straight up finesse, because that's the only way you can get ahead, because being truthful, being your true self will get you nowhere. It's pretty sad. But yeah, that's all I got here for you guys today. Thanks so much here for watching. Yeah, man, just code switch, change the way you talk, change stories, have like 10 fake stories, that aren't even true, about things that you've done or funny moments that you could just, that'll make Bob in accounting laugh and chuckle. Just, that was great. That was great. Healthy Don't Hurt. Thanks for sharing. Like, it's crazy, man. It's really mind blowing. And like, the bigger the company, the worse it gets. Like, it is just so terrible. It's like the Twilight Zone. I know when I was younger, I never thought that I would be working in an office environment, and I've been trying to get out, and I kind of just accepted I'm going to be stuck in this forever, because you need the benefits, the vacation time, the pay advancement, like all that crap. I'm like, I am screwed. Once you bite a piece of the apple, it's a rap ski, it's a rap ski. And I'm 28, so like, I've been in these corporate work environments for probably since I was about 22 years old, but I never really drank the Kool-Aid. But I'm drinking it now. I'm chugging it, because I need me a raise, a promotion, and I'm in that rat race, man. It kind of sucks, but if you want to, if you want that pension, or you want that 401k plan, you want the big office in the corner with the vacation time and all that crap, you got to do what you got to do, man. Because I myself, like I said, I'm a dad. I got a family to feed. Decisions had to be made, and it's sad, man. It's sad. I can't be myself at my own job. But hey, it is what it is, man. You guys have a good day. Thanks so much for watching. I'm out. Peace.